Send my uncle. Like, I don't bring strangers up now, direct. Unless I'm in a good mood.
We are in the good mood all the time. In Jesus' name.
I know, but you know, sometimes quite a little day I don't tell you that you have a chimpwena looking Mabani cano. But I say chimpwena chimwe when a little day I could let our chimpwena pan. Tava to twelve question.
Something else.
Tava to twelve mukweshi walero tuleke nifiere tuleke nifiere rom tuleke if you touch it accept if you are chitika. Let us accept the will of God in peace. So she the fire.
Amen.
Let me accept the will of God in peace and happiness. What come may? Like any people can if you are Isa. If you are Christian fees.
Daughter of Zion. For some reason she veine ngane woneka ukwata feeling yes, we are worried quite okay as human beings that we are anxious. But for some reason in kwata inner peace
me too.
I cannot comprehend.
Me too, sister.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
We have to Tivena Christu. We are child of the Holy One. We can't be desperate. No, we have to have peace. Chimona kwa jimfura irero kafefa kwa tine mitenge chala pupuka but na muikala fie in God's calmness.
Amen.
We have to be calm. What come may. I don't care. Mitengonga shala fumburu koko ku parliament ni zabo hizo. They will make a bed, they will lie on it.
And they have got to contend with because
whatever they do, whatever they will do, they will face the consequences of their actions because everybody is saying no. So internationally put wike. So if you never come in abantu uko kwine mukutintana ba come in abantu. Where on earth? Chimwatu mwakome na abantu abashiri abakashina abana na my responsibilities for a whole weekend.
You know, this battle is not just physically, it's also spiritually. In the spiritual realm, a lot of things are happening. And you declare this nation a Christian nation. It was for a time such as this that covenant God entered with this nation. And God always honors his part of the covenant. His part of the promise, he always honors. And alechita honor. Filafine chadi na Moses naba Israel parapa Red Sea mu Exodus 14:14. God came through for them. God is coming through. And they have God himself, Yahweh, to contend with. Because vale patikisha, bala kumana na deso mwini. Ero abe nabari parliament abo mutende tabakwate. Lesale batano mutende until they know what they're doing is wrong. And mutende, they'll never have peace. They'll never have peace until they do the correct thing. Umutende wena tabakwate bachitefi efituntulu bachitefi into efafifidi okuba. A wrong is a wrong, it can never be a right. Echirubene na abeshwa no kwishiba na bachitana understand. It's not like na ba kupikirwa tabeshi befire chitika na abeshiba. Bambiama Zambians may not even understand the clauses that are in that Bill 7, but they do comprehend and they do understand what they're signing. They know what they are signing. It's not that they're ignorant. They know. So it's deliberate. So they just have to do the correct thing. And lesa, ipepo ndi kuli vena bonse ama MPs vaikalamudia bonse fye. Ndepepo kwa bati lesa mikumi okufutampa fe kumutu kamushishu kufuta na kukakondo. Ukwebati umutendeta mwakwate until you do the right thing in the sight of God. Because you cannot fear man, you have to fear God.
Well, welcome, Nath Kwatabai guest. Go ahead, my guest. The floor is open.
Hello, is it me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I've just come across your blog and I'm listening to all these spiritual things. Now, let me ask, the former speaker. There are 13 amendments in this bill. And I'm speaking as a non-partisan person. A person who's traveled, I've traversed this country. I've seen how big some of these constituencies are. And I've seen how abusive this constitution is and how hard it is for, say for instance, women. My wife to be a member of parliament. It's very hard for women. I'm sure you know that. You have to go through the preliminaries, Shani, and there are so many other things which happen. Men become abusive to women who are contesting for parliamentary seats. You know that. You try and go and contest, you will see the demands they are going to give for you to just to be adopted.
Okay, what is your point? What is your point, my comrade? Yeah.
Now,
because I have the Constitution right here. I have everything. I'm a human rights advocate. I'm a certified human rights advocate and well-meaning Zambian. So I am fully read. This is the Zambian Constitution. You can see the whole thing is here. And this is the Bill 7. I printed it out. So what is your point?
My question, my question is that of all the 13, I've got some problems, some issues with some of the amendments personally. But of all the amendments in there, which ones are contentious to you guys? Especially the previous lady, because she was so spiritual and very emotional. Which ones do you not agree with?
Okay, to tell us yourself what is contentious to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me respond in this way. The question is not, we should not even pick clauses as per se, which clause is what, which clause is not. So for me, the whole process, the way it began, and that is what is concerning me, because it was thrown out by the Constitutional Court. So that is an illegality in the first place. And the other thing is the thing whereby it is being rushed. Why is it being rushed? Why can't we wait? Like the other constitutional amendments have been done in the previous, like the Vuga Constitution and the others. They took time. They went around the whole country getting submissions from the people. They took time, but this one is being rushed. Why is it being rushed? So those are the questions which are worrying. Why is it being rushed? And in fact, I'm not emotional.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my voice maybe, but
Lucello.
Yeah, because I'm a Zambian.
I'm not emotional, but the thing is namwe shiva imamuliba omene ndwana kashi obufiashi efo bukali panali shiva. Because for a woman putting na ku function na ku function kulia pakambale kandi ka paper plate kale ka disposable na la shapo to akulia mweba umemo mkuti mwaposa mubini ine kuti na parking ana beba na team parking ineni na la senda. I'm going to share with my children who are eating once in a day here in Zambia. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so for a woman shire kalipa You know,
Is it? Okay, let me stop you there. No, it's fine, and I was listening.
So never natia, yeah. Ndela ndamuchibemba because I want everyone to understand what I'm saying. So ufia shivula kalipa mwebantu bakwa Kristo. Because there are certain clauses. Yes, I've also moved around Zambia. There are certain constituencies which are very vast. Yeah? So the way there should be a system on how the delimitation should be done. They should have ample time whereby the ECZ advice on which my constituencies near. So where it is rushed, that is where it is concerning. So why can't a proper amendment be done after the 2026 elections? Taturekana amendment to the constitution. Taturekana. But the way it is being done and certain clauses is what is actually to lengesha ukwebati to ikani. Not what I submit, you can go ahead now.
Okay. Look, personally, there are some Zambians who hold a very diverse and different view from you. If I want to build a house for my family, I think process doesn't matter. What's important is I've built the house at the end of the day. Ngana ambire foundation shop angire wino, I go back and fix it. What's important is I build the house at the end of the day.
Okay, I'll stop you right there. Let me stop you right there.
No, let me finish.
No, I want to stop you right there because the way you are starting, even your explanation is wrong. Like a house, the foundation is key. You have given a perfect example where your foundation cannot be wrong. Even in the Bible, you have to build your house on a strong foundation. If you build your house on sand, the first rain that will come, it will wash it away. Mama, you have given yourself away. In the example you have given.
No, let me answer you. Let me answer you with that.
Okay, make your argument solid, because you can't just say it doesn't matter how you build your house as long as you build it. No. For a house, it is key that your house is built on a strong foundation. Yeah.
Okay. Let me say something.
Yeah.
I've built a few houses for myself and my family.
Right.
I've seen some friends who have built houses. You have to go back and fix it. That's what I'm saying.
So why should we waste time to build something and go and fix it?
It doesn't have the minala. Now, quite all right. When they began the process of this thing, the Constitutional Court found that it was flawed. And I think the government went back. I listened to the interview with Haimbe and Sakwiwa Sikota yesterday, and I think both of them gave valid points. Look, me, I would rather these amendments go through so that we go in the elections with a constitution which has been amended. Because if we don't amend it now, it means we are going to go into elections with the same number of constituencies and the same issues again. And we can only fix it after 5 years.
No. I'll let me check you on that one. Fact check. We don't need a constitutional amendment to delimit. Mamona. So they can do this without the constitutional amendment. That is a fact. But they are trying to sneak a fast one by putting like in Article 103, where the presidential results cannot be opposed, and if they are opposed, this Bill 7 will give power to a judge to determine a case. So basically, if the presidential results are suspected to be rigged, we go to court. The court will be given the power to determine that case. So it's like what, and then we know that who appointed the judges, right? So at clause 103 is something that is like a hookah in the pie. There is another clause which is a hookah in the pie. Article 52, 6. It was one paragraph. In the current constitution, it's only one paragraph in Article 52. But from that one paragraph, they have created 3 paragraphs where they say somebody can resign If they don't resign, somebody can be disqualified by a judge. If they're not disqualified by a judge, they die. The only exception they have made is when somebody dies, the elections can be postponed. But they have added these two clauses where a political candidate at a presidential, parliamentary or councillor, whatever, if they are resigned, the elections will go ahead. If they disqualify. Now, if you look at this, there is coercion. This government is known for bribing people. We know that. Chavinga, how is Chavinga running? A good example.
I don't know that, but
exactly. So we assume Chavinga is a project of the state. Yeah, Chavinga is a project of the state. Now imagine Chavinga is on the ballot as a PF presidency. He can say, I am not going to run. What will happen? PF is the biggest political party. So if we have
those are PF issues.
No, but it's a national issue. It's a national issue because he's the one who's legally. No, it does. It does. It does. We can't separate these. We cannot separate. We are putting things in perspective here. Let's be realistic. You know what? Because PF is the biggest political party. Now, if you have Chavinga who is in partnership with the government, and we are going to election, he can resign. He can resign to say.
If you want to talk about PF, I will tell you that.
No, we are not talking about PF. We are talking about the largest political party. Say what?
Is the one who killed PF.
No, but look at Nevers Mumba. What has happened to Nevers Mumba? Change Vichitika Kuli Nevers Mumba.
Inherited a party. PF. I'm not PF.
I'm not PF either. I am not PF either.
Please go back to the bill. Mr. Kanani, can you go back to the bill? Stop talking about President Edgar.
Yeah, because she's talking about PF issues now.
Not PF issue. I am saying the danger of Article 52. I am talking about the danger of Article 52. I'm not talking about PF. I'm just giving an example of PF because it is the largest political party in Zambia. And we have Chavinga who is in cahoots with the current government. What will stop him from dropping from the ballot in the new Bill 7?
I don't want to talk about PF issues, but
it's a fact. It's an issue that we have in Bill 7.
Listen, we are talking about the bill now, okay?
No. You can't separate PF from this bill because they are the largest political party, okay?
Okay, if you want to talk about PF, Moyona with FM.
Yeah, but okay, Olobayona Wile. Me, I'm not PF, I'm a new era.
They had useless leadership, let me say that. They inherited a party which was in government, which had majority of parliamentarians. They were corrupt. They were taxed.
But that doesn't give you the right to go and interfere.
When they lost the elections, they should have found a
Can you drop this man?
I know.
This guy, just drop it. Yeah.
Because this whole bill is the reason why we are upset. Because they are trying to block the largest political party from being on the ballot. And putting people whom they can call. Article 52 is the most dangerous one in terms of candidates. Because a candidate can resign, he can be disqualified, and the elections will go on. So if we have a person like Chavinga holding the papers of PF, the day before election, he can drop to say, I'm not running. Mama, this is the danger. That's the danger of having someone who is in alliance with the current government and we go to an election. People won't be mysteriously dropping. Maironikuma election, president, alimuka ruma this video at not contesting in this election. By Honorable Maisen, hi Don Oscar. Honorable Zubi, go ahead. Zulu Maiseni.
Good morning.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, family. I think for me it's just to speak to the whole thing. I think it's very, very difficult for us to even start going cross by cross because the whole document has been declared illegal by the Constitutional Court. And there's no need for us to start going cross by cross. We know very well the dangers macroses are in Bill 7, but it's a sheer waste of time that we even begin to discuss them one by one because the whole process was done illegally and it should just be thrown off. So the reason why these guys are in this rush to just make sure that they have this bill go through apapene is because when it was declared illegal, we all know that it has to be in the shelves of Parliament for 6 months before it is completely thrown away. So they were advised to go back and start a proper process. So now they've done the process, they've received the reports from people, and now they are looking at time. Your 6 months here, it started up 25 December. So tabakwete no mbeshte yako bati bakonke process here no monama submissions yonse filia because what I know mutu man of you to know but when they compile every report and they come up with a draft, the draft has to go public for 30 days for scrutiny. Abantu bonse bayimona okay, if to a film bill, then it can go to Parliament. So number your time tabakwete. That's why your process number ibaitolokera so that bill 7 no change Philippians. And the bad part is that Bakabesha went to the Constitutional Court, asked the court to declare this first judgment so that Bill 7 is so that they can just sit on it. I think that's what has been happening. You can see the illegalities around the process and even where we are today. So I think there's nothing that can be done for now because we've spoken as citizens, we've spoken as people. The only thing we wait for is now to see the MPs do the right thing. We pray that that evil bill should not go through because if that bill goes through, it is even possible that we might not even have elections on the 12th of August. I submit.
Thank you, Bazubi. I think Niva Mystery, Machisa. I can't see the name. Abali number 2. After Vadoti Pamulu, you can go ahead. And then Vadonoska, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Myself.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Moderator, our able leader. I'm grateful to be part and parcel of this discussion. First of all, me being a Zambian, that I have lived all the presidents that have ruled this country, I'll tell you one thing. You cannot change a constitution that has not been supported by the general public. That's what the constitution stipulates. And if people start playing with words, I've heard people talking about, no, the court said in the spirit of. Now, when you talk of a spirit, you are not separating the spirit and the constitution. These are one and the same thing. Because when you say in the spirit of the constitution, you are talking of one and the same thing. And if you are talking about the constitution, you've got to apply yourself to the clauses of the Constitution. But guess what? First of all, they cooked something in their pots and brought it to the public that these are the amendments. When wise people went to court, they feared, they started the process altogether. They have wasted taxpayers' money, wasting it. Paid those people who said they went around. But if you were very much at
I think watched a drop.
they have.
Oh, you are okay. You are here. You are
It's
there.
not necessarily from the. Okay. Am I audible?
You are breaking, but we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Thank you so much. I was saying that if you paid close attention when they were presenting the report by that technical committee to the president, they themselves said, in fact, it was the president who said it was not even necessary to go out and get fresh submissions from the people, because this country have had many, many technical committees, and we have a lot of them in the archives. We can just go through them and glean whatever we can and come up with a report. And that is very dangerous. No wonder even this very report has been abandoned along the way. Taxpayers' money has been spent. They showed to the public that they were following what the court has ruled out. But what has happened? They have forsaken that. I think if our members of parliament were people that truly represented the public who voted for them, they were supposed to boycott everything, because what has been restored is an illegality. Nobody can argue about that. It is plain in black and white. What we are talking about even here, there are illegalities. And that's the more reason why I strongly believe that it will collapse. If it will not collapse, then something will come to impede whatever will be organized as amendments to the Constitution. But I want to state this as I conclude, to say that it is not good to force things on people, because one will live to regret the rest of his life. It is important to listen to what the people are saying. I know a few pockets here and there.
Mwapuisha, by myself, we
are, as we see it, of independence, we cannot afford to endanger our lives just because of certain selfish individuals. And I think my prayer and my wish is that it will not succeed. I submit.
Thank you by myself. I don't know who came first. But Don Oscar, by family man, by Fanuel, you are Mudivani, you are Pa. Bride of Chris, you can go ahead, and then Don Oscar, you can come in after our bride.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. My name is Pastor Mubanga. Just a short introduction. I've been the one who stood for Member of Parliament for Mfue in 2021 as independent. Then in listen to the one we had after my sister was put in jail. Again, I stood under SP. I'm also a chartered accountant who is a lecturer. I've been a lecturer at ZCAS as a principal lecturer in audit. So I would like just to push to thank you very much, the host. You have been I want to recommend you. You have done a lot, especially on Bill 7. Your voice has been heard, and many people have contributed across the country, the church or Oasis Forum. I tell you, it's terrible. Before I can even push a simple something to contribute, I've witnessed what is happening in this country. I was with President Mwenda on when he was arrested
Friday.
at Parliament. They were only... Hello?
I'm saying on Friday.
On Friday, yes. I was the one who was with him, then with somebody and that lady. And we went there. The notice was there. Even saw the Inspector General of Police that same day on Friday. We even went to, I was the one who even went at the gate there at Parliament and asked them, and they said, no, it's okay, you can just be there. Since it's just picketing, you will just spray the hand and talk, then you go, you are not, you are just few. And it was okay. We are surprised. And we put those records there. From nowhere, I just saw a car which came, it was with tinted, there were cadres there, they were organizing, speaking to Hopi, speaking to police. Then from nowhere, we just saw the police coming. Those police who were at Parliament there, they came and said, you guys, what is the problem? These people, they told us, and there's no problem here. These cadres, they just came, they started beating the president, Mr. Mwenda. I could not understand. And the police they could not do anything. And I just said, Lord, where are we going? And just to come and beat a person who hasn't done anything, he hasn't even spoken any word. And it was so bad. And then the police from Central Police came and they picked him. And me, at that time, I was walking the other side. They picked him, and Mr. Mbari and the other lady there was there. And they took them. And they said they wanted to cause confusion. There was no confusion. No, there was no car. There was no one there. And the president had not even security. He was just alone with me and Mr. Mbari. And that's how he was taken to. But thank God that is out. But it's a stage whereby I don't understand. Now to come to Bill 7. The host, I think what you have done with other people, you have done a lot. The Constitution is I always tell the people that we the servants, we the clergy, we are servants of God. But when you become a political leader, you are the servant of the people. And the Constitution is a document for the republic, for the citizen. So there are citizens who are supposed to put in something there of what they want to be ruled by themselves. Then the leaders are there just to check the framework, the legal framework, how the things are, and they agree with the people. So now, when you see what is happening, I think everyone has spoken. The previous, my brother was just speaking. He said that we have done all what we can. So what we are looking for now is members of parliament. We hide them. Let me hide them again. Those are my friends. Many of them, I know them. Please, together with you, PND, and all the opposition, do not agree to such a thing, because you are there to represent the people. And you take only in the parliament what people are looking for. It's not what you members of parliament want. It's what the people want. So if anyone can go and vote, including UPND, then that person has got no feelings. All what they are saving is their bellies, their stomach. That's all. But according, people have said no to Bill 7. So I urge, as today, when the time you'll be meeting, don't ever vote. Opposition and independent, especially independent and PF member of parliament, make sure. I don't know if you are even going to be there. Maybe they won't even participate in those deliberations. But we are speaking as a nation. We are speaking as a church. We are speaking as a people of this republic. Bill 7 is a legality, is nullity. There is nothing there. All what it will lead to is to the one-party state. Because if one party can have so many members of parliament from region which we don't know the 55 where they can come from, then you find that any bill which you go there, it will go through. That's how it can become a one-party state. So we urge everyone that hear to the people what they have said. And it is enough is enough. If you don't hear, then time will visit you. There will be a time of reckoning. And I thank you very much, the host. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We are happy. We are honored to have you and that information. Wow. So, bakada na bachira makaba police.
By far.
Oh my God.
The police were doing nothing, my sister, nothing. They were just looking there. He was beaten. No one came to where I was standing. He
was beaten there. The police were just saying, you people stop this. They could not do anything.
They could not
And
touch them, but so our police can't touch a Kada. Our Zambia is finished.
Nothing. They were saying, no, don't do this, please. Then these cadres from they were aggressive.
Did you take a video? Did anyone take a video of the cadres?
They came, they grabbed even the phones from everyone, but later the senior police officer begged them, can you give them back the phone? That's how they gave us back the phone.
When I know Zambia police, what kind of police service is this? Police service
they were pleading with cadres while they are beating Mwenda. They were beating him on the face.
Oh my God.
While they are watching, I was there, and those things people are not talking about it. They just say, oh, he was arrested. It was not like that.
I am licensed and I will be fully armed. Also, Kampala Maka Ishibire. You know, if I'm a opposition, you want to go in the name footy. Nobody's inciting anything. If you never pay the Binu with Milandu, Binu Alan let defend yourself from Peremland. So, Caswande went and got him fishing about him Parama. What kind of nonsense is this?
If you watched Makadazi, it was not just them, it was a well-planned move because what is what Mwenda, Tabampero Murandu, ida protested peaceful. So they are the ones that sent Bakada so that we say Barandoko Bachefutu Akikatira, Kwachiba confusion. That's right. That's right. Yes. So what you kumumina deliberately.
So they made the fracas.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Let me
tell
you, my sister, what has happened. In case we do not know in this country, I will safely say we are under siege. I will safely say that. We are under siege. Look at the police hierarchy. Who are there?
Parliament number MPs Parliament yala one region in them never.
In the history of this country,
we are going in 7 Parliament is one region in them after Bill 7. All those MPs who did not vote for Bill 7 will be dropped. Ero Chabinga character handpick. Yes. On orders. They will tell Chavinga Wakusala.
You know, for the first time in this country, that I heard from a Deputy Inspector General of Police speaking as a cadre for the first time. I never heard.
Because they're all cadres, they have instructions.
That is where the problem is. Of course, this problem has been perpetrated from the beginning because what we call separation of powers is not there. It's just theoretically. How can we have separation of powers when the appointing authority, it is the executive? So there are no separation of powers. And even
the appointment is cadres. It's not on merit.
Yes.
Or
yes.
It's not merit based.
You go throughout the country and just take a survey and find out who are the officers in charges of
we
those
know, my dear brother. All the statistics are online. All the information has been produced. Who is in these offices? Even the foreign service, we know who is in this service. Even in schools, it's down to the school.
Yes.
Even his party headmaster, a deputy, an accountant, party nepotism, ni friends and family.
Yes.
So it's share of any more parliament, no bomb about for who it was a game. No, but
that's why it comes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying we are under siege. But you see, I lived when Kaunda ruled this country. And we never thought Kaunda will ever be removed from power. Because that was a powerful
and that's not true. Somebody saying that's not true. Ati Andy and Grace nationally have fear. That's not true.
So if you have finished
The liar is you. That's why you even have a fake name. One for Andrea and Grace. Where wabu finiwe with a fake name?
Well, in this country, we are civilized, okay? Every person is entitled to his opinion or our opinion. So let us not mind about those time wasters. Let them back whatever they want because they are paid anyway to do that. But we are talking because we have our country, that is the only country we have on earth. There is no any other country other than this country. And we are crying for good things to be done in this country. Why are we not lamenting on the fact that economically this country has lost very much? How many billions of dollars are going out? And who are beneficiaries in those transactions? Definitely, they are not Zambians. Why should we have, companies that are coming from outside to benefit from our resources, and yet our own people are suffering? They are failing even to make their ends meet. We cannot afford to again add on that soul that we are nursing. We are nursing those wounds. Then we add again Bill 7. That is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. We will not accept that. Sometimes you may think you are so intelligent and you will maneuver here and there and do these things. But, 6 days are for the thief and 1 day is for the owner. The owner will rise.
That's a good one. Yeah, but I'm on the edge, and I've reached a point where whatever happens today, I will take it, but there are consequences. If it's not what the Zambians want, these people better be ready to face it.
Yes.
Because it's like, the train has left the station. And if the train leaves the station, you can only wait, find another option. Wait for the next train, take a bus, take a plane, or cancel the trip altogether. So, apopo tufikirebe na Zambia, the train has left the station. We have done so much. And thank you to everyone who has been on this page, listening to us scream, shout, yell. But today, it is done. It's a done deal. We are just here to count down to the finish line. It's like we are in labor whichever way, right? But Don Oscar, the floor is yours. Yeah. I don't think Don Oscar is ready. But yours, oh, okay. There you go. You are on mute. You are on mute.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Madam Pomolo. You have been, I have to compliment you as well. I put myself on the list of the people who have acknowledged your efforts. I don't know whether I'm audible. Am I?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. So,
sorry, but Dottie, I just dropped Dottie to bring in our Mama Mary Chinamonika. Our mothers join us. I'll bring you up later. So those who have spoken, if there's somebody who wants to come up, I'll drop you so that we can add more people on the panel. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay for now. There's nobody else wanting to come up. Yeah.
So I first of all would like to acknowledge the efforts that you have been doing, Pumulos Tumbeko, up to the end.
Yes, up to the end.
Akale balilanda tushtasha mwana wando shifu balilanda. So we have to appreciate. I appreciate and I acknowledge your consistency. I think this is what we focus on, the consistency, and that is what is maybe also what has been lacking in most of these politicians. My acknowledgements, first of all, because today there is not a lot. We are not going to speak a lot. We are just going to confirm what we have spoken. We have been on these platforms for many months. Many months. We have spoken against Bill 7. I have to be categorical here. We have spoken against Bill 7. We have stated the reasons why, and me being a Catholic, we have listened to our leaders in the Catholic Church, the bishops, and the responsible, the chairman for the all Catholic bishops in Zambia, Bishop Chama, Edwin Chama, Bishop Chama, has spoken and spoke on when Chama was there in the presence of the Oasis Forum. He spoke as a representative of the whole church, the whole Catholic Church in Zambia. But Bishop Chama is authority. I am not authority, but the bishop was an authority. And the bishop made a statement. The same statement, Zambians, the same statement which was rebutted by the so-called senior Catholic members of parliament, Mutati, Honorable Mutati, there was Honorable Jack Mwembu there. There was, and I think he's the defense minister. What is the name of the defense minister? Ambrose, if I'm not mistaken. There were these senior members of parliament who rebutted, and they said that they did not side by the message which came from the chairman of the Catholic bishops in Zambia. And the word which came from the chairman of the Catholic bishops in Zambia was very clear, and I would like to repeat here. First of all, they went together with the laity, the Oasis, Madam Beauty, and the chairman of the Law Association of Zambia. They went together. So we have a civil organization, Law Association of Zambia representative, and the president of the Catholic bishops. These three figures are vital. So we are talking in terms of some sort of representative, spiritual representative or religious representative in the figure of Bishop Cham. The legal representative in the presence of the chairman of the Law Association of Zambia. Is it Mr. Lungu? Excuse me, can you
Langisani?
remember the name?
Langisani Zulu.
Yes, Zulu. Yeah, thank you very much. So the chairman is Langisani Zulu. And then we had Madam Beauty, an organization which has no political interest. That woman spoke against Bill 10. That woman has come back and has spoken against Bill 7. So here, there is nothing like biasness from Madam Beauty Katebe. No biasness. She was there side by side with President Hakainde Chilema. She was there at his community house. Madam Beauty Katebe was with President Hakainde Chilema. We are also witnesses that by that time, we were with President Hakainde Chilema when we said no to Bill 10. Many things were beautiful in Bill 10. There was only one clause which was risking to allow President to go for the third term. So we said no. Okay, no for the third term. But the other things we can also discuss. Just that one bill, we said no. One clause, sorry. We said no. The other clauses might be the same. Maybe they might have been the same with these ones which have come out today. Even the delimitation question. The delimitation, I come here and I repeat the gesture that President Hakainde Hichilema did. He took something like this and he was saying, Bill 10 has nothing to do with delimitation. This is delimitation. This is Bill 10. So putting together, it becomes poison. Putting together, this becomes poison. So one of them is okay. And President Hakainde Hichilema said, delimitation is okay. In fact, they have taken consideration of the 2019 delimitation of PF, which is on record. The delimitation of President Hakainde Hichilema, nobody knows. Not even Haimbe, Mlambo Haimbe, on that platform on TV, Mlambo Haimbe did not mention where the UPND delimitation is. He will say, go to ECZ. ECZ would say, go to executive. Executive will send the Zambian people, go and investigate at ECZ. At ECZ, there is Salomis. And you know when we call certain names. At ECZ is Salomis. Executive in Parliament, we have Madam Nelly Moti. And these are the games which are being played. So, okay, that said, it's not important that we mention also these things. What we want to say is this. We listen to the church mother bodies. They were not against the amendment of the Constitution. They said, we are now close to the elections, so we have no time. There was 20 hours of load shedding. Unemployment had reached 70% from 65. It reached 70%. And I remember Father Salangeta saying, President Hakainde Hichilema, what matters at the moment is Ulutoshilwa Wadi. He mentioned it very clearly. And the insults has followed Father Salangeta. When what Salangeta wanted to tell the president was this, distinguish between agency and the project or program. What is emergency? There's emergency. Emergency goes first. So what was emergency in the country was, please give the Zambian people electricity. Thank God Dangote came to Zambia. Dangote came to Zambia. He's not a Zambian. He's just a business tycoon, Dangote. And he said it in the front of President Hakainde Hichilema, Your Excellency, there is no country that cannot develop without electricity. If we could have, we said the same words. We have said the same things. We have mentioned what Dangote said. This woman, Pomolo Stumbeko, has said the same thing. In the United States, you cannot stay even 2 hours of load shedding. It's a case, they will sue you. 2 hours of
We have to be compensated.
And when we realize that, when we realized the people, they became again furious and disappointed when they realized that we were suffering load shedding in the country and the country was exporting electricity. What was the answers? No, the exportation, the contracts were done under PF. So you don't think that it's easy for us to cancel it? I remember these words. I remember them here, just like today, like that. When you said you could not cancel the contracts because there are penalties to be done there. So the contracts were supposed to be fulfilled up to the end. So according to my reasoning, now that you have given the Zambian people more hours of electricity, To me, it simply tells me that now the contracts of the exportation of electricity might have come to an end. So we are going to talk about this thing another time. Today we have an agency on Bill 7. But on the exportation, when you know your people are suffering, you kept on exporting electricity. Canona, we will talk about Canona, not today, another day on Canona. How you can take from ZESCO the electricity, you give to a private company, and you continue exporting. We will talk about this another time. I come back to Bill 7. My appeal to the Zambian people, my appeal to the members of parliament, both from the ruling party and from the opposition political parties, including the independent members of parliament. The wise words of Bishop Chama was this: President Hakainde Hichilema, put into consideration Bill 7 is like a mother telling the child that the beans that we have cooked is rotten, has gone sour. Don't eat it. And that child, what does the child choose? Goes on and eat the putrefied beans, the rotten beans. And the Bishop Chama said this: there are always consequences when you eat rotten things. So nalalanda na mchivemba, we mwana wandi ichilemba na isasa mchivemba cha mfika na buyansa chilemba na isasa olo mwana awe nende fafyo kulya chilemba awe we mwana chilemba na isasa umwana akano kutesha kuba fyashi awura na chilemba no kulya chitashani aliya nomba ichilemba walya we mwana yali kwate fituntukamo nga walya chilembe yasasa mwali be fituntukamo mwikalabo kwe bati twali kwebere anopo tuli kwe bakalamba twalanda ati twali kwebere tabulwapo. So even if this Bill 7, which is illegal from its conception, that is the way Zulu said, the president of the Law Association of Zambia has mentioned, and even he presented them into that team, the team which has been constituted to welcome the presentations. He said it. I cannot even discuss Bill 7. Why can't you discuss Bill 7, Mr. Zulu? Because it's illegal. No. Can you just say something about the clauses which are inside the delimitation? And the man was sober, focused, and straightforward. And I quote, the time the Concord charged that Bill 7 was not a people-driven bill. People-driven bill. So it judged that it was illegal. So me being a representative of the Law Association of Zambia, I cannot discuss an illegal bill. So even today, that's my appeal to you members of parliament. We don't hate anyone. We don't hate President Hakainde Hichilema. We are telling President Hakainde Hichilema the truth. That bill is illegal. You cannot turn it to become legal or on the way. The conception of the bill itself is toxic. You might put in something. You bring in a chief to say, we like the bill. You bring in a prophet to say, we like the bill. You bring in Mwaniteta or Liswaniso, and you say, can you speak louder, Liswaniso? Can you shout? Mulambo Ahime, member for Justice Minister, Foreign Affairs Minister. Mulambo Ahime, can you speak loudly? Mulambo Ahime, come on. And Mulambo Ahime was there on the show. Yes, the bill says, come on, we can. No. Don't be part of the history. Ichikeshila abantu chikeshila bonse. Mulambwa hime. Chonse chikeshila abantu chikeshila bonse. And you are a law-abiding citizen, Mulambwa hime. How do you support something which the Law Association of Zambia confirms, and they state that the highest arm of law, Constitution Court, declared it to be null and void, or declared it to be illegal process? So this is what, my colleagues, my MPs, we have nothing, we are not going to force you, but we are going to tell you the truth. Here, today is 15th, Monday. What is the time? This is 08, and that is 09 hours in Zambia. We don't know whether the process has begun, the voting has begun. We don't know. But what we are saying here, these are the last words. It's just like the word of John the Baptist. John the Baptist was telling the people, hey, you guys, come on, come back to the Lord. Come back to the Lord. Desist from your evil doings. Come back to Jesus Christ. So even my voice, I contribute here, just the voice of John the Baptist. Desist from evil actions. Respect the Constitution of the Republic of Zambia. Respect the law of the Republic of Zambia. Even my voice. Be humble. I contribute and put the Zambian people on top of whatever you are doing. Members of Parliament, President Hakainde Hichilema, we put you in government to be the servants of the Zambian people. You are not the bosses. The bosses of the Zambian government, or the bosses of the Zambian nation, is the people. People is power. You, our leaders, you, Your Excellency President Hakainde Hichilema, you are our servants. You serve. Do you remember, Your Excellency, when you used to come and kneel down and you told us, give us the authority, give us the possibility to serve you, Zambian people. Here we come back and we repeat the same things. You are servants of the citizens of Zambia. Do not dictate your personal interests on the Zambian people. Ichikeshira abena Zambia, ichikeshira wa opposition, ichikeshira wonse. No shalimo akabamo. Ile pano I confirm with what the chairman of the bishops, the Catholic bishops mentioned. We know that we are being insulted. We have heard we are being insulted everywhere. We are not going to defend ourselves. What we defend is peace and justice. We speak for peace and we speak for justice. Is there justice to discuss an illegal bill? No, there is no justice. And for that reason, morally speaking and ethically speaking, what it has no justice in it, we have to speak about it. And that's not a judgment. I don't hate any politician. I might hate a liar. A politician who is a liar, he does not merit to serve the Zambian people. How I hope, if you could have asked now the people-driven constitution, I am promising you, President Hakainde Hichilema, if you ask the Zambian people, they are going to put in the constitutional draft, one of the things they could have put is this. When a member of parliament lies, he must resign. When a president of the country lies to the Zambian people, he must resign. That one we are going to put it in the constitution as an amendment. Second, we were going to put in the constitution the obligation compulsory of the declaration of assets of cabinet ministers, the President of the Republic of Zambia, members of parliament, and most of the civil servants. That one, we are going to put it in the constitution, not the so-called delimitation of what we don't know. You have not told us. We don't know what you are going to delimitate. All we know up to now is what the PF delimited. Yours, we don't know. The last thing, obwingi bw'amafi temano. Obwingi bw'amafi tebukulu. Alabane ekisoza kipamano nalikwebere tabulwapa. Omweo wa muntu waba mukutu. Mukutwi emwabo omweo wa muntu kutu. Uletesha na muchiyibru abanesu balisaba n'amajuzi balisana mu Zambia nalabye bana muchiyibru ati Shema Israel Adonai Elohim Adonai Ehad. Shema Israel, listen Israel. The Lord of Israel, Jacob and Isaac is the only one. Listen, Shema Israel, Adonai Elohim, Adonai Ehad. Listen, Zambians, members of parliament, listen. People have spoken. Listen. I think this is my contribution. And I have to acknowledge, Oasis, Madam Beauty, thank you very much. You have spoken your mind. Chairman of Law Association of Zambia, you have stood your ground in front of the committee. You have told them you can't talk about an illegal bill. And Bapumulo, you have stood your ground. You don't want to support an illegal bill. I have to acknowledge some of the opposition political parties who have come now on the open, including Brian Mundubile, who I thought was a bit like that, but he has come now out and says he is against this Bill 7. So if Brian Mundubile, you are against Bill 7, you had about 13 members of parliament who endorsed you as a candidate.
29.
All of them.
29.
How many?
29.
29. So if Honorable Brian Mundubile, if you have 29 members of parliament who endorsed you as a candidate to stand on the PF presidential, I hope now, here comes now the verification time. I wish 29 plus you, 30, if you are going to stand for the Zambian people and vote no to the constitution, God will bless you. God will bless the country. If you impose this bill on the Zambian people, there are always consequences. And remember, they have put phone numbers of those members of parliament suspected who might have connived to pass this bill by force. There was always a day of judgment. It's so such pamano. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think we can close, so we can go muma closet no kurorera the verdict. Abashirandireko, we can all say our last words before we go. But thank you for those powerful words, Father Oscar. Also, I appreciate you for being my anchor on these platforms. We've spent many days, nights, you know, just talking about this Bill 7 since March. Yeah. since March today, we were forced even to start reading the Constitution and just, we are not lawyers, but no lawyer was coming to talk. But, you know, what matters is the finishing. I think the finishing has been strong in this rejection of Bill 7. So myself, I acknowledge everyone. The finishing has been really strong. The Oasis Foundation, Forum, the LAS, the Catholic bishops, you know, the PF, the PF have gained strength, which I think will be a good force moving forward, whatever their outcome. I just like what I'm seeing in PF. The unity, you know, it's something that we needed. It has come at the 11th hour, but, you know, this is when it matters most, and the PF have not disappointed us. So kudos to PF. Also by Emmanuel Mwamba, too, credit to the guy, my God, EMV show, wow. You know, Emmanuel Mwamba, just awesome. I don't even have words, you know. I don't have words, but he has done a tremendous job just uniting everybody and bringing information to the entire country, you know. So this Bill 7 is a nightmare. For me, I kind of, this is my devil's advocate mind, just even thinking about the lack of burial of the Lungu. Mr. Lungu has not been buried. And we could see a law where, you know, if this Bill 7 comes in law, they could actually make a law to require presidents to be buried in Zambia, and they can go and grab that body there. So I think there are many things that will go wrong. But you know, what can we do? We are at the mercy of these MPs. But my last words before I sign off, and then we can go around and close, is what I said earlier today on the EMV show, that, you know, the 156 MPs, your nomination ticket is your proof that you rejected Bill 7. All those MPs who are going to vote for Bill 7, kiss your political career goodbye. Zambians, we should hold all these people accountable who support Bill 7. We should never have them back in parliament. Never. Like, never entertain the MPs who betrayed us. In simple words. And in our communities, we should ask these MPs a proof to say, how did you vote on Bill 7? That should be the ticket to vote for that MP or councillor or whatever. They should all make statements and denounce it. Otherwise, we don't need such politicians. So this could be an opportunity to clean up our political space. If you look at it from that perspective, this is an opportunity to clean up our political space and just get rid of traitors and sellouts. So thank you so much. I don't know who can come in next. Otherwise, we can close and just go Kuma closet and wait for the news. You know, it's gonna be bad or good news, however you slice it, decision will be made. The voting will be done. So yeah. Area shiryo mwe bantu.
Kwai ine kuti nalanda fye ukweba ati, let us leave everything in the hands of God. If we ngatwachita decrease epali alesa kula, so lekeni fo tuchepe lekeni lesa kule, tumulekele fiance tuashila mmino ya kwa lesa na tokela. Thank you very much.
Mama Elia, you'll be last and pray by yours truly.
Mwashukendi bonse mwabombeni. Yeah, I'm good. I think fiance if I do a financial fokulanda fiashina basopolola fyo wino, and I will also just repeat
one song that is very necessary to sing. And this is the credit to you, Madam President, and also our father up there, and also everyone on the panel, the daughter of Zion. You've also been a very consistent follower. We cannot say anything more than what you've already articulated and stated. We will put everything in the hands of the Most High, and we hope for the best. Otherwise, like you've stated, this is a time to actually flush out the useless, because even the president, the first president, had his mind on the fact that this Zambia will not be born on thieves or the sacrifice of the citizens, which is very important to remember. And now we've seen how these MPs have easily been manipulated by the small, tiny drops of power that they've tasted. But we are hoping they were actually going to see the wrath of what people can do, because we the people are the biggest opposition and the most powerful. So thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot.
Thank you, yours truly. I think the next is it to a bride? If you have last words over family, you can close out, and daughter of Zion will be the bride of Christ. But Pastor, yes, you can go ahead and give us your last words as we turning a new chapter today. Family man, are you ready? It's like if a bride of Christ is not ready. We're family man, and then we're daughter, you can close.
Sikomo kwambiri nza using such nyanja nili bagamba kudara, but also me my prayer is